Do you believe? Welcome to chapter 2 in my series here on YouTube of The Value of You. My name is Christopher D. Connors. My new book, The Value of You, is now out on Amazon in paperback and on the Kindle. You can have the e-version of the book, the ebook, wirelessly delivered to your device. Again, this is The Value of You. My name is Christopher D. Connors. Started out asking a question, do you believe? And chapter 2, which is the first values chapter in my book, is about faith. And no, the book is not a religious book. This is not a specific chapter that focuses on a relationship with the divine. I chose to make faith the first values chapter in my book because I truly believe that everything in my life is derived from faith, from the belief that I have in myself, the belief I have in the people around me, and for me personally, it is a belief in God. You don't have to have a necessary belief in the divine, but you do need to have a trust that, as Steve Jobs once said, the dots will connect in your life and that things will work out. Faith is a foundational value, and I choose it to talk about it today because I've seen its effect in my life and I've seen its effect in so many other amazing people that I've known personally and who I've truly admired throughout history. I start out each chapter in this book, and faith being this great example here, with the story of a famous person or perhaps someone who's less famous that has exhibited this value. Sylvester Stallone is the subject of the chapter on faith, and I want to tease it a little bit there, but I'll start by telling you that his actual real-life story in so many ways seems just as fictional as Rocky Balboa, the character that he created, that he made the movie about Rocky in 1976 that became the Oscar winner for Best Picture and truly opened up the doors for so many of the incredible opportunities of his life. And you'll read more in the book about just how his dream about that movie evolved and how it became everything to him. Throughout the chapter and throughout all of the chapters of this book, the book will start with a creative story. It will then get into the core of the meat of the value and what it's really about. I'll break it down and talk about the obstacles to living with faith, the value within the value of faith, and some cool stories to tell in between. Toward the end of the chapter, you'll get the results of what faith is all about, and as well a practical game plan. And each chapter has a very inspirational tone to it. And with faith, it's very practical for me, because there's a lot of messages throughout this book that I share of little tidbits of stories of my own. The faith that I needed to get back my wife. We had broken up a couple different times, my then girlfriend, now wife. And to win her back, I had to believe in myself and I had to believe in her. And I had to believe that, for me personally, that God was meant to bring the two of us back together. And it's since worked out. I have a beautiful child, a loving family, and it's an incredible relationship. But for a long time there, I didn't believe enough in myself to make that happen, and the way that I got her back was by believing in myself and believing that the two of us were meant to be together. The chapter as well gets into more detail about the thought life cycle and the process of how thoughts enter our mind and how we back those thoughts with a desire and natural want to want the things in our lives. And it may just be that you want to be a pediatrician, you may want to be a professional athlete. Like me, you may have the dream someday of writing your first book, and all of that begins with an idea and then a desire to want it to happen. But the most important step occurs right after that. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe that that idea that you're backing with desire will work out on your behalf, and then from there, it's all about taking action and putting together a plan that's going to get you there. That's a little bit more. It's a little bit of a preview on my chapter on faith, which is the second chapter in my book, The Value of You. And again, my name is Christopher D. Connors. Please check out the book on Amazon. It's available right now for paperback, and it's also available to order to your Kindle app or Kindle device, and it will be delivered wirelessly there through Amazon. I'm so proud of what I was able to do here with this book. I truly believe that it will add value to your life, and that you'll realize the power of core values and how they lead us to a life of fulfillment, purpose, greater direction, and happiness. The book is available on Amazon. You can check me out at christconnors.com and check out my writing on medium.com. I'm one of the top writers on the site, and I publish my writing on the Mission and Personal Growth publications. Thank you so much. Appreciate you checking out the book. Stay tuned for Chapter 3, the chapter on hope.